When I met Terry, that's what I had. So I met her the third day. It was cool. And then one night she brought her girlfriend over to meet me. Over at Ralphie's apartment. Ralphie was out of town. I'm like, come into my apartment. You know what I'm saying? I'm making believe like this is my apartment. This is Ralphie's fucking place. I had to tell my Terry later on, that's not my place, you know. So she came over with a girl. We talked. The girl checked me out. The girl happened to be from Long Island. We had a few things in common. So now Terry had the green light, kind of, sort of. So the next day, I was broke, and I was fucking hungry. I had like maybe fucking $4. And I go, you know what? I'm going to go take her out to lunch. But she's going to pay. Like, I don't know how we're going to do this. This isn't going to work. And I fucking walked a mile to a house, rang the doorbell. This was nice to get up at 8. And I would fucking kill time. I would go to like a coffee shop because I lived on a couch. When you live on somebody's couch, doesn't mean you sleep till 12, even if you got in at 4. You got to get up at 8, fold the sheet, put it in the closet, take a shower, and you got to go somewhere. I would go to a different apartment and write. You know, Celine's at work. Let me go to her apartment and write now. I would go over there, make a pot of coffee, write a little bit, take a shower. And then one day at like 12, I was just hungry. I thought about her. I really had a crush on her. So I walked from my house at the time to her house. I didn't have a car, nothing. I rang the doorbell. She came down and buzzed me in. I told her I was hungry and I wanted to get some food, but I only had like $5. And she goes, fuck it, let's chip in and we'll get lunch. And she made me red beans, rice, and chicken or some shit. And I fell in love with her. I was like, this is it. This is the girl. And then the next day, I asked her to come to the 4th of July with me in Lake Havasu. I was going to take another comic with me. I was going to go with a comic. But the comic wanted to take his girlfriend down with him. So I would have been the third wheel in the back seat. So I said, fuck it. Let me ask. The Comedy Store was closed. She didn't have to work. So I said, what are you going to do for the 4th of July? She goes, nothing. I go, you want to go to Lake Havasu? No pressure. We could come back that night. We don't have to sleep there. She goes, you know what? I'm not doing dick. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. And we went to Lake Havasu on a date. That was 20 years ago tomorrow. Today,
That's
July
crazy.
1st.
I have a lot less experience with, but and then the little that I do, there's something like it's gonna work when it's easy. Like when there's no like the thing I hate about dating is like when we feel like you're pulling teeth in a conversation, and it sounds like it was just everything was just kind of clicked.
It just all came together in about a 10-day period. It all came together. And then she understood my situation. She understood I lived on a couch. She understood this is what I wanted to do. I told her that, at that time we were still very early on, but I was attracted to her. I liked her, and she liked me. So I would go to the Comedy Store, do my thing, wait for her to get off, and then she would come over to Ralphie's. We were all like a family. We'd all go over to Ralphie's and eat and smoke and drink and fucking, whatever. She didn't know I was doing blow. She thought I was just drinking.
Did your blow slow down at all when you first met?
Around her, but then after a while, she would drink. So I knew she wasn't catching it. Like if you were sober, I wouldn't snort around you. But once you started drinking and you got fucked up, I knew you couldn't tell if I was snorting coke because you would see me drinking.
That's wild. If it was a different life, would this be like someone where you get married in 6 weeks?
No.
No.
I was not gonna doom her with that mistake. I'm not that fucking stupid. You really have to consider your life. When I got divorced, I saw all my shortcomings. And I wasn't going to put them on another woman unless I worked on those shortcomings. And guess what? After I became a comedian, I had more fucking shortcomings. Now I had less to offer a woman. I had nothing to offer a woman. What did I have to offer a woman? didn't have a car. I didn't have an apartment. I didn't have security. I wasn't stable. I had nothing going for me. The only thing I had going for me when I met my wife was I was a member of the Screen Actors Guild. I was already a 2-year, 3-year member of the Screen Actors Guild. Besides that, I have no other accolade at that time. I had shot a pilot for CBS, and I was doing spots at the store. She had no reason to believe in me. I was just one of the regular comics that came to the store.
Have you asked her what it was that made her stick around?
No, I know what made me stick around with her was a question she asked me like the first 3 weeks. She said that she could tell I was raised without a mother. And it really bothered me because I had met 2,000 people on my journey, and it took a white chick from Tennessee to tell me that. And that really flipped how I looked at things. And I could also feel that I gave that energy off. So it was a really slow process. Like, I kept it really slow at the beginning. And it's so weird because this episode was really going to be about love and how when you're looking for love, you make mistakes. And when you're not looking for love, you find the perfect partner. You know, everybody wants to fall in love, you know. As a matter of fact, I have 2 friends that told me within the last week they getting married. 2 girls. I'm not going to let the cat out of the hat. But when you motherfuckers find out, your fucking wigs are going to flip. You know, and you think about it. I thought about both of these girls. You want me to tell you what happened? Over this pandemic, they saw what it was like to be alone. I told you that people were going to really change. These 2 girls lived to be single. And both of them, there's such a huge age gap in these women. One, I could see it, that she came to the conclusion that there's a lot more to comedy. I'm not getting any younger, and it's time somebody really loves me and they want to marry me. I got to think about it. And one was a young girl that I know that called me and said, I got proposed to, what do you think? And I'm like, you know, you just had a picture of you in a fucking bikini up on YouTube, and now you're getting married? How did this happen? And she's like, you're not going to believe it. We were friends. We both were in relationships. We broke up with that other significant other, and we stayed friends, and it just happened. And I could see why both of them are making that move.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.